Do you think a boundary is something that you set that other people have to respect? Incorrect! That's wrong! And I'm not pointing fingers because I used to believe the same thing too. A boundary is something that I think is either acceptable or unacceptable, and we communicate that to said person, and then we enforce the boundary, and we are in charge of maintaining the boundary. So I'm going to give you an example. So, a while ago, I wanted a reset with somebody in my life. I just wanted some space from them. And so I asked them to not contact me for a few months, and I said, I will reach out when I'm ready. And a month goes by and they contact me. They text me, right? And I'm livid. I'm so pissed. And I'm like, oh my God, they violated my boundary. And I tell my friend who had way better boundaries than me at the time. And she's like totally confused by why I'm upset. And she's like, well, why? Like, why are you so mad? And I was like, well, she violated my boundary. She's like, did she make you open the text? And then did she force you to read the text? And I was like, no. And then I'm like, she's like, okay, well then she didn't violate your boundary. I was like, oh my God, she's right. And then it started dawning on me. I'm like, oh, she could have knocked on my door. And as long as I don't answer the door, I'm not violating my own boundary. She could call me 20,000 times. As long as I don't answer the phone, not violating my own boundary. If I don't open that text, not violating my own boundary. It's my boundary. I get to enforce it and I get to maintain it. And I'm not talking about like abusive, relationships. That's a whole different animal. I'm talking about in regular relationships with people that probably, yes, push your boundaries and don't know where the line is, but it is your job to enforce that line, okay? And so, and I've been in relationships like this too, where somebody will like tell me their quote unquote boundaries, but it has nothing to do with their behavior. It has only to do with my behavior changing. That is not a boundary, okay? And if you're doing that to other people, that's also not a boundary. It is up to us to enforce our own boundaries. We are not victims. And I can tell people might come for me in the comments about like, well, they keep not listening to the boundaries that I set. But then your responsibility is to distance yourself appropriately from that relationships or cut it off. We never are out of choices. We always have options, okay? So where are you setting boundaries in your life, but then expecting other people to uphold them for you? Where are you giving away your power, essentially? I'm Kirby. I'm a recovering people pleaser. I have strong, healthy boundaries, and I learned them the hard way. If that's something that you're interested in or you're struggling with, please like and follow for more. And I hope this helped. Have a great day.